What up, YouTube? What up? Mm, I took me a short nap, but I'm back up. And I just have one question. I have one question for all these YouTube creators that are talking about passion. Facts over feelings. I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all should all be happy that the man is locked the fuck up. Y'all should all be happy and satisfied that that man is locked the fuck up. You just can't please people in this sector. Then they try to point their fingers at this one, that one, the other. What another person, adult does that comes from off this app has nothing to do with anyone on this app. No one is responsible for what Passion did when he hit those streets in Baltimore, Maryland. He made the decision to sexually assault a young woman in that area. I don't know the whole details. They said there's an incident report getting ready to be read. I'm not interested in that. I'm just kind of puzzled as to why certain YouTube creators want to talk about him, want to discuss him, whole panels about a man that is no longer on YouTube. When he was here, a lot of you couldn't stand the man, not at all. And he was not an easy person to like. He truly wasn't. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna even hold you. But yeah, you got a lot of YouTubers worrying about a man that got arrested for sexual assault. They're saying some kind of rape in the second degree or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I don't know because I have not read the paperwork. I have not really sat in too many of those other chats where they're discussing about him like that. But I'm like questioning why people are concerned about someone that can no longer threaten you or threaten to harm you or threaten to harm any of your family members anymore. This person is gone. This person is locked up. This person is vanquished. They're banished. They're in exile. They're excommunicated. This person really is a ghost now from the YouTube streets. Yes, he was a YouTube creator. Yes, everyone seemed to have trouble with him, myself included. He was cool with a lot of people on this app. A lot of people supported him. A lot of people had interviews with him. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, this is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa 914, Westchester County, New York. Yeah, I just wanted to know what's the big deal. Everyone should be happy that this dude is gone. It's like we're watching the Wizard of Oz movie, and the Munchkins come out, and they're singing that song about the witch, the Wicked Witch of the East. She had died because the house had fell on her. So the Munchkins didn't get up in there and start holding panels and having arguments about someone that is gone, someone that terrorized them, someone that threatened them, someone that made them feel unsafe. He was a bully, and he enjoyed being a bully on these YouTube streets. But in that movie, The Munchkins, they sang that song, Ding Dong, the witch is dead. Everyone should be singing, Ding Dong, the sexual predator is in jail. At least one of them are. A shout out to the chat. Yeah. And I got other questions I want to ask. I want to ask other questions to other YouTube creators about certain things that's going on in the world and how they feel about what's going on. The food shortage, we got that going on. We got climate control problems going on. We got floods going on, and in a few more, I guess, weeks, certain parts of the United States is going to be going through hurricane season. So we got other things we got to be worrying about than someone that was on YouTube. All he did every day, all day, was beg for Cash App donations. He terrorized people on this app. He threatened people on this app. He made people feel unsafe on this app. Everywhere he went, he caused trouble and confusion on this app. And that's the reality. He used to sit on plenty different panels, my panel included, and he would make trouble, confusion. He would encourage trouble and confusion, violence against other people. So that was a reality for us on this app. We should all be jumping in the streets, singing, singing with joy and happiness that he is locked the fuck up. And according to the charges, whatever was read out, looks like he's going to be spending some time in prison for a couple of years, maybe from 3 to 8 years, the most, because everyone knows that sexual predators don't stay locked up for too long. Let's say that again. Sexual predators don't stay locked up for too long. Everyone knows this. For some reason, the justice system doesn't deem it necessary to keep them locked up for long periods of time. They don't. If you was to go to New York right now, if you was to go to the state of New York right now, you know how many sexual offenders are going to be released this month? Okay, let's talk about where I'm from. I'm from Westchester County. When the sexual offenders from Westchester County get out of prison, they are all put on parole. They're put on a program. They have to attend meetings twice a week. And in some cases, a lot of those dudes are giving a housing placement in the big shelter system right there in Valhalla, New York. Volunteers of America, that big shelter right there in Valhalla, New York. It's right across the street from the county jail. It's right across the street from the hospital, the children's hospital that's there. Every bus seems to go through there. I think it's the 1X that goes through there. The 1T, it goes through there. Different buses go up in that area to pick people up to go to work and to come home and so forth and so forth. That particular shelter is not too far away from downtown White Plains, New York.
But when those sexual offenders go to that shelter, they are all given living quarters, and they live on the second floor of the shelter. They're escorted everywhere they go. When they leave off the premises, they're escorted. They're never left alone. A shout out to the chat. But it's a reality in this country. They do not punish sexual offenders like the way they need to. It doesn't happen. Basically, that's the only thing I really wanted to come up here and talk about. To let people know, hey, he's gone. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. People are not happy. They're not thankful for anything. They're busy bickering and arguing about a dude they have never met. They only sat on a computer screen with this dude, talking to them, having interviews, doing whatever, living it up. He's gone. People should be happy. People should be thankful. They're not. They're unhappy. They're bickering. They're arguing. They're pointing fingers. They're placing blame on people that have nothing to do with what he did. No one on this app is responsible for another adult that is on this fucking app. They're not responsible. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I feel what you're saying, man. And that's been going on all day. Armando's been talking about it. Sid's been talking about it. Different platforms have been talking about it. Mostly the ones that went after him the most. Most of the ones that tracked him the most. You know what I mean? They should be happy the man is locked the fuck up. I know, I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to tell you the honest to goodness truth. If it was me, if it was Arabia Barbosa, now if I was to go out here and commit a crime and people was to know, oh, Arabia got locked the fuck up. You know how many people on this app would be having parties? You know people would be singing and dancing in the YouTube streets. They wouldn't be having panels about me. They would be glad Arabia Barbosa was gone. They would be ecstatic. They would giggle. They would laugh. They would be so jolly. You would think it's Christmas. If that was to happen to me, like let's say if I was to go out and do something right now and get locked the fuck up, you know half of these jokers on this app would be happy. Oh, thank the Lord, we finally got rid of that goddamn Arabia Barbosa. She was nothing but a troublemaker on these YouTube streets. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of puzzled and confused. I am puzzled and confused with people's reaction. They should be happy. They should be joyous and thankful that it wasn't them. But no. They want to hold panels. They want to read charges off. Nobody gives a fuck about none of that shit. Look what happened when Sister T went to jail. You remember all those people? They were so happy that she was gone, but she was only gone for a couple of days. And I remember doing a video like, yo, that's fucked up. They locked up Sister T. What the fuck she do? Did she slap the judge? Did she curse the judge out? What did she do? Oh, she did contempt of court. That's not no real big thing. They could have let her walk. They could have let her spend one night and she could have walked the next day. That's what they should have did. You know, it's just amazing to me. It's amazing to me. It's frightening, actually. It's very frightening to see the reaction of all these so-called big YouTubers doing all these videos. Remember when Hassan Campbell got shot right there in Bronx River projects? You know how many people actually wished that man would have got killed that day? Do you remember when Tommy Sotomayor got slapped the fuck up in New York? You know how many people was rejoicing that he had got slapped? It is something going on in these YouTube streets. I'm confused. I'm puzzled. I am confused and I am puzzled. And you just can't satisfy everyone. And they should be concerned about the young woman that he sexually assaulted. Be concerned about the young woman he sexually assaulted. Nobody's talking about the victim. Nobody. I guarantee you, if I go out here tomorrow and slap the shit out of somebody, and I was to get locked up for any reason, not just for hitting somebody, just for any reason, I know the niggas on this app would be rejoicing. Ding dong, Arabia Barbosa is locked up. That's what they would be, and they would be so happy and so glad, and there would be so many parties. They would be holding barbecues. Motherfuckers would actually come off this app to meet with each other. Because I know how much I'm hated. Once you know your level of hate on this app, just be aware. Be aware of what's going to happen. And they want to point the fingers at this one and that one. For what reason? Nobody is responsible for another person's actions, not on this fucking app and not in the real world, not if we're all adults and grown up people. No one is responsible. I heard a couple of YouTube creators said that they were trying to blame brown skinned lady. Now everybody know that, you know, that was absolutely ridiculous. The woman had nothing to do with it. She denounced the man. There's nothing wrong with what she said the other day. Nothing. I don't find anything wrong. None at all. So I'm just a little confused. I'm a little confused and perplexed. I thought people would be happy. People rejoiced. Lonnie, they rejoiced when you went down there. Lonnie, they rejoiced when you went down there to Maryland and drove close by to where his house was at, and you yelled out the window at him, and then you drove off. A lot of people was cheering you on, Lonnie, when you did that. So shout out to you. But yeah, this whole thing is gonna blow over. People are gonna forget about him next week. All this talk. I thought people would be happy. I thought people would be joyous. I thought people would be thankful that the man was gone. Seem like they're very worried and concerned. They're not concerned about the victim. They're concerned about their feelings about this man. But basically, if they had an issue with him, they should have told him while he was still here. When me and him had that back and forth, I had no problem telling him, go fuck himself. I didn't give a fuck about him. I know he was scamming people about those Cash App donations. I knew it was all a scam. Told him I wasn't going to support his ass. I'm not an ATM. I'm not a bank. I'm not the IRS. I'm not here to financially support anyone. If I like you, I like you. If I enjoy your content, I'm coming in. I'm going to hit that like button. I'm going to sit there for a little while, and then I'm going to leave. I might share the video. That's how I get down. There are some YouTube creators on this app that I don't get along with, that I've had words with. But I said to myself, do I really know these people? Do I live with these people? Do I work with these people? Do I sleep with these people? Am I feeding, fucking, or financing these people? The answer is no. So I should not be worried about this one and that one. But when certain things do happen, I do have a conscience. I do worry. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit it. And then I'll go on. If I can make it up to the person, I'll make it up to you. As long as I can. What happened between me and Lonnie was not right. But I know what my mistake was. So I said, do not repeat that again. There's no need to repeat it. This shit that happened between me and Sister T, that should have never had happened. That should have never had taken place. But it's not like I went to her house and slapped the shit out of her and walked off. It's not like I went to our house and took her purse from her and took all her money out of her bank. I didn't do that. I just talked shit because she made me mad. But I should have had enough sense not to get that mad. Not to say things that I want to take back. Or maybe I should have thought about it a little deeper. Like, I got to get up tomorrow and go to work, right? My schedule before I left for the 3-day rest, my schedule was to come in at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. When I text my boss this morning, because I had a question about something, he answered the question and then he said, Arabia, I need you to come in earlier than 5. For the rest of the week, I want you to come in at 3 o'clock. On Sundays, you come in at 9 in the morning. So I said, cool. I come in, I do my work. Tomorrow's Thursday. Well, today is Thursday. So I got to go in, do my work. Before I get off of work, I got to clear out all the dishes, all the pots and pans, clean up our area in the kitchen, do whatever else I need to do, fix myself a plate of food, box it up, and clock out and go home. Friday morning, I get up. That's when I get my first paycheck. It's looking pretty good for me because I'm making pretty good money doing this job. Friday morning, go ahead, take care of everything I need to take care of. Boom, 3 o'clock, I'm back at work. Same thing for Saturday. Sunday, I come in at 9. I get off at 3:30. I'm good to go. I already got what I'm going to do for the rest of the week. So I'm not worried. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, I was just a little confused about what was going on. Because I can't believe the same people that hate him is questioning and having panels about someone they totally dislike and disrespect. And he didn't like them neither. He made it. If he didn't like you, he fucking made it fucking known. Passion was a drop shot, no name, off brand, drag nasty, homeless, puff jacket wearing son of a bitch. That is who he was, and that is who he will always be. And I don't mean no harm, but I hope he sucks a bag of dicks and fucking dies. Straight from the hip. And that's just the way I'm going to say it. And I know people say, well, you know, Arabia, you know, she used to deal with him. So, and what the fuck? The past is in the past. Today is today. Tomorrow is tomorrow. Shout out to the chat. I was just wondering. Because I'm thinking about changing up the content that comes from this channel. Instead of talking about other YouTube creators and causing problems and arguing with them, I'm going to try my level best to have some other content. I might do videos about my job. I might do videos with me walking down the street. I might do videos about whether stores I go into. I might do videos about the check cashing place I used to visit quite often, especially around tax season. I might just do those kind of videos. I'm really waiting on my subscribers to let me know what they want to hear. If they want to hear me read short stories at night, I'll be more than happy to do that. Just tell me which night. I'll have to pick a night to do that because I'm working. I'm working like during the week, and I don't get off from the job until after 10:30. Sometime a little before 11. I don't get to my house until like a little bit after 11 o'clock anyway. It's like a 20-minute walk from here to there. So I have to tally all that in. Plus, when I get home, I got to take a shower. Plus, I got to cook for myself. Plus, I have to prepare myself to go to work the next day. So there's a lot of pluses. And I got to hurry up and make whatever phone calls I need to make before the end of the night. Before 12 o'clock at night. I'm going to put it like that. Because nobody wants you to calling their house after 12 o'clock. Nobody. Not God, not nobody. But shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York. Just coming up here doing a live video real quick because I can hardly believe what the fuck I'm hearing. These dudes should be happy that this guy is gone. Because I don't really hear the females really talking about him like that. I don't. It's very few. It's very peppered. Salt and pepper on this. You know what I mean? Like sprinkle here, sprinkle there. It's not too much traction. But it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Thank you, Empress Lonnie One Love, for coming in and spending some time with me. I'm sorry you could not hit the link. You could have hit the link if you wanted to, But I realize that you got to get up early in the morning and you have to go to work. Just like the way I got to go to work tomorrow, you have to go to work as well. And this YouTube does not pay our bills. We might get some Cash App donations every now and then, but this does not pay our bills. And speaking of bills, when I get my first paycheck, y'all, I gotta go ahead and knock down this cable bill, then the electric bill right behind it, then the grocery bill. It's different bills. And then I gotta purchase me a new phone. And that probably won't happen until next week, you guys. A brand new fucking phone. Yes, I need one in order to do my video. Oh, I might just get me a tablet. What y'all think? Might just get me a fucking tablet so I can be on the big screen talking to you all, smoking my cigarettes and drinking my my beers. A shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Peace, y'all. One.